Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Ultra League. Today we are going to be running a similar team, but we're going to move Pokemon with a different moveset. We got the Shadow Charizard, Cresselia, and Virizion, but this time Virizion is running the Stone Edge. So let's see if we can showcase a Virizion with Stone Edge working. Here we switched out into the Cresselia. We are met with I think it was a Dragon Breath Giratina. This is gonna kind of dependent on like if we get the debuff or not. We are able to get to 2 Moonblast, so we're for sure gonna be guaranteed 1 shield, or we're gonna be able to win the switch. Let's see what our opponent decides to do. We go for the Moonblast right here. They end up shielding, and lucky for us, we're able to get to a 3rd Moonblast. So this is huge. We get 2 shields out of that situation. And now we have the Charizard able to go free. We should be bringing back Charizard, and we have 2 shields, so we don't have to worry about anything. We're just gonna throw this as soon as we have it, and then we're gonna switch in, and they actually switch immediately back out into the Sylveon. Here, we figured that we needed to get to a Stone Edge and a Sacred Sword anyways. So we did a little bit of chip, and then we finally get to the Stone Edge. This Stone Edge right here is enough to bring it into the red. We do have 2 shields, so let's see how we play this. We're going to shield the first one, and then we're going to farm it down. Perfect. And then now we have energy for this opposing Swampert. We're not going to throw the move when we have it because we do want the extra fast move Sneak. And then here, we're just going to do our best to get to a Blast Burn and another second move. And boom! Back-to-back Blast Burns ends up taking out the Swampert. So Shadow Charizard coming in huge and absolutely wrecking the Swampert and the Giratina. In that situation, the Virizion Stone Edge helped us bring it low enough so that our Charizard can farm down their Sylveon. So that was a really positive matchup for us. Shadow Charizard versus the Giratina lead, kind of iffy. Now that Ancient Power got boosted, this Giratina could potentially be running Ancient Power, and it could take this Charizard really low. So that was kind of just a guess. It ends up being the correct shield, and now we're just going to apply as much pressure as possible. So we get the last shield, and then we end up switching out. We fully anticipate our opponent switching out as well, so we didn't throw the move as soon as we have it. Ends up being the Togekiss. In this matchup, it is extremely important to throw on optimal timing because we don't want them to sneak in any charms, and plus this Cresselia should be able to tank this move, especially since it got debuffed, I believe. So here we're just going to try to do a huge farm down, and that's exactly what we do. And then we're going to see they're going to bring back in the... Okay, so they're bringing back the Giratina, and now we have a Moonblast waiting for it. It is able to tank, and we get the debuff, so we're getting all the right rolls here. Ends up being the Dragon Claw, and it's not enough. We try to go for a little bit of a chip damage Grass Knot, but they actually clipped us there. Here we're going to come in with the Virizion, and then they counter swap into their Buzzwole, but our Shadow Charizard is waiting for them. We end up shielding the superpower, and this is just the farm down. Simple farm down, and then we can throw whatever move back at the Giratina. So GG's to our opponent right there. So far, it has been the Charizard Cresselia show. The Virizion hasn't done a lot, but we'll see if we can show the power of the Stone Edge in one of these matches. Alright, let's see here. Okay, is this the time we're going to use the good old Virizion? So this is exactly what happened. Oh, our opponent ends up switching into a really, really weak Pokemon. We take the Sacred Sword and absolutely smashed that Alolan Sandslash. They maybe misclicked, or maybe they just didn't expect a Virizion. Maybe they saw just the grass type and just auto switched into the ice type. But fortunately for us, we did have the Virizion. Alright, here we go. Shadow versus Shadow. This Shadow Dragonite is doing some heavy Dragon Breath fast moves here. So we're going to have to shield at least once. And then we're just going to have to see what happens. Because we shielded once, we were able to have 2 Dragon Claws prepped. Our opponent ends up switching. And we actually end up switching into the Virizion. The Virizion, if it had Leaf Blade, obviously it would have done a lot better. But because it doesn't here, it is going to have to tank a move. Maybe we should have just gone with the Cresselia in hindsight. So we actually come in with the Cresselia, and we're actually going to get a ton of energy. Because this Grass Knot, okay, it ends up being shielded, but I was going to say that Grass Knot shouldn't take it out, and then we were going to just farm it down. So here, we're just going to try to maximize as much energy as possible. Our opponent actually ends up switching out and allowing us to switch back into a Charizard so we can throw a Blast Burn. So that was huge damage by us right there. We forced them to use some energy. This energy is going to help us win this Registeel matchup because we know that they cannot hold back-to-back charge moves. Here, we're just going to go for the Grass Knot and farm down. Huge farm down right there. And then now, they're bringing back in the Tapu Fini, which is a good sign for us because this Cresselia is going to be able to take out this Tapu Fini, and then we actually end up seeing the Dragonite. The Dragonite is going to take a Moonblast to the face, and that is GG's. Another reason why we actually used the Virizion when the Tapu Fini came back in is because that Shadow Dragonite would have had a really good head start against the Virizion. So we actually just essentially sacrificed the Virizion. Let's see. Here we have the Gliscor. This Gliscor is going to be able to outpace all of these nice slashes. And we tank the first one because we can survive it. And we just wanted to make sure we don't have our energy sniped at any point. Jellicent as a switch-in is a problem, especially since the Virizion is not running the Leaf Blade. I would say for these certain matches, the Leaf Blade Virizion would have came in a little bit more clutch, but we are still able to wiggle our way out of it because Stone Edge still does neutral against most things. If not, it would be super effective. So that's how the Virizion is still being relevant on this team as a Stone Edge. Because right here, if we had the Leaf Blade Virizion, we would have had a way better matchup. But you know, hindsight is 20/20, and we got to give Stone Edge Virizion a try. Especially when you see a lot of Charizards around. We're just not seeing a lot of Charizards. So it is a little bit unfortunate that the Virizion cannot surprise people with the Stone Edge. But here we have a lot of energy on this Charizard, and this Gliscor is going to throw another Nice Slash. The Nice Slash ends up boosting their attack, and this is all but over. Primarily because they got double boosted, and they're going to be able to outpace us to the next move here. Yep. So GG's to our opponent right here. Unfortunately, the Shadow Dragon, the Shadow Charizard was not able to take out this Gliscor. They actually just ended up getting the boost, and pretty much that's the GG's for us. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.